Get comfy as we share our favorite RV cuisine and how I maintain my amazing dad bod, not to mention our worst catastrophe yet. There's still room for a great surprise for our kids, and Jadyn finally comes home.
Hey, we're the Morses and we're going mobile. We're moving out of this house in the burbs and we're going to start taking the back roads in our new RV. Life is a little interesting packing all 6 of us inside here, but we are ready for the challenge.
Another day in paradise. First step is going to be coffee. Second step is breakfast. Before we were on the road, my go-to breakfast like every day was 2 eggs over easy on toast with a little slice of cheddar cheese. But now Amber put together this recipe of oatmeal, and I've never liked oatmeal, but we're going to show you this oatmeal because it's legit.
I am.
Yeah, can you make me oatmeal?
I'm going to make this gourmet. Okay.
Yeah. So the kids have gotten into Bear Grylls. We introduced them to the Bear Grylls show, and they're ultra into it, watching him eat all the nasty things he eats. Right, guys? How long have you been awake?
I was awake at 7, but these 2 woke me up for the millionth time.
Yeah?
And Koen keeps crying.
So we've got the kids pretty well trained that when they wake up, they can get on their iPad for a little bit or watch. That way mommy and daddy can get our sleep on. Especially on I think it's on a Saturday.
A rainy Saturday, which means
It's
iPad Saturday.
Rainy. It's a rainy day, which yesterday was beautiful.
Today's not. It's supposed to lighten.
Okay, I'm going out to make coffee, and I don't like the rain. You can call me a wuss if you want to, but whatever. I don't like the rain. So here's what I do if it's raining and I need to go outside and make coffee.
Birthday, cake, party,
Ultra legit,
I'll tell you what. This is the weirdest thing probably, but honestly, if you have a GoPro, it's the best and easiest way to like be able to film. Raise your hand.
Yep.
You guys, just look at it. I've been trying to work out, and I don't like working out. I like to eat. I just don't like working out. I'm not a lift weight kind of guy. I picked up a jump rope. It's the weirdest thing, right? Like jump roping. Who even does that to work out anymore? It keeps me active and it helps me close my rings on the old Apple Watch. Hey Brittan, why are you having to do school on a Saturday?
Because Mom's making me.
I'm making her. I'm a mean mom. I'm making her do school on Saturday. Or maybe
Just maybe. What is it, babe?
they took some shortcuts while Daddy was home with them.
So does that make it Daddy's fault? It's a little bit hard when you're having to deal with Koen. We went over this.
I think the twins know that Brandon doesn't really check their work, so they're kind of taking advantage of him.
Wow, Britt.
And
That's nice of
so
you.
when I'm reviewing things and I'm seeing that they didn't do well on quizzes, So then I'm trying to play catch up with them, and yes, sometimes that means that you have to do school on a Saturday.
Thank you, Dad.
Thank you. Thank you, Brittan. Thank you. We decided to continue the day of fantastic cuisine. We thought, hey, tonight feels like a night for some Mexican because, oh, you know Daddy likes him some Mexican food. Not just any Mexican food. I had to find a Mexican meat market 3.5 miles away according to Google Maps. Got some al pastor. Got some salsa verde, and I know some of you were like, you could just make that yourself, but why would I do that when there's people that know how to make it way better than I do out there? And then we've got some guacamole. We got our onions, a jalapeno, a limon. We're all ready to go. We're all ready to go. We're gonna have some tacos.
What?
Yes, tacos.
I really like your accent.
Oh, you like my
Authentic.
accent. Oh. How'd I do, babe?
It looks pretty.
Huh?
It looks pretty.
I mean, I would say it's pretty good.
So now you have to taste it and see if it tastes as good as it looks.
I'm not going to tell you guys how it tastes because I know it's going to taste good, so we're going to call it a night. This next day was supposed to be awesome. We had this incredible surprise planned for the twins, but it actually turned out to be one of the worst days we've had on this trip yet. It is a little bit graphic, so just consider that a warning. Well, we are not having a good day. We went to the park, kids played hard, and as you ready to show them? I'm gonna show you guys something. It's really gross. Hudson broke his arm. We're on our way to the ER right now. Oh man, look at that. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. How you doing, buddy? Not good, huh? It's not a good day. You guys think that's broken? I can't really tell. It turns out when your arm is shaped like an S, they get you right back. So here we go.
you had to broke his arm.
Yeah, not good, huh? Not good. You're so brave, dude. You know that? I'd be freaking out right now. You're just sitting here chilling. Okay, so we've been in the ER for, I don't know, about an hour now. And they've given him some nasal spray narcotics to help with the pain, which has helped a lot. He started asking a bunch of questions like within 5 minutes. So it was like back to normal. And then they came and did an x-ray and, well, I'll show you that. So, what's next is that they're gonna probably have to sedate him and then take him back and do like a reset of his arm. So thankfully he'll be asleep for that. And yeah, not quite how we had planned it. This boy has now broken his arms 4 times, or his wrists. Well, they sedated him and then were able to use this like continuous x-raying machine that they could watch real time as they did a reduction of his arm, which is basically resetting it, and all went really well. Of course, I had to get some video of him coming back into real life. How you doing, bud? Yeah? Can you talk? Do you feel woozy? Where are you?
Yeah.
We're in the hospital.
Why?
Because you broke your arm again.
How?
You were on a merry-go-round and you fell off of it at the park.
Want to go McDonald's? No, go Chick-fil-A. You want to go Chick-fil-A? Then maybe we'll go Chick-fil-A.
Eat your popsicle, Hudson.
He's gonna love this.
Is that good, bud?
Yeah, it's good.
Can you just get it? Can you just put it in your mouth?
Okay, ready? Give me a knuckle. La, 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 la.
So while Brandon's at the hospital with Hudson, he's like an hour away. And thankfully there was a coworker that was kind enough that drove me to near our RV park and drop me off at the grocery store because I haven't had dinner. And Brandon has the key to the trailer, so I'm locked out of our trailer. And I'm hoping that the clubhouse is actually opened, because I think the hardest part of all of this is the fact that I don't even know where to go. I have one phone number in my phone of a lady that lives in our RV park, and she didn't answer. So Brandon was hoping to be on his way with Hudson, but he just found out that he just threw up. So he'll probably be at the hospital a little bit longer. And in some ways, this is the worst feeling in the entire world, but I know that it's going to be okay. And there's like no light. So I just hope I can get into the clubhouse. If I could have gotten what just happened on camera, I wish I could have, because a guy just drove up in a minivan and said, "You look nice tonight." No, you saw my hair. I don't look nice. And that was super sketchy. And I just said thanks, and I started walking really fast. I made it to the clubhouse. Thankfully, there's some people in here and they're doing like an activity. I know. I feel like I want to bust into tears because today's been really hard. I was really busy at work, and when Brandon was trying to get a hold of me to tell me about Hudson's arm, and I think he panicked a little bit just because
I totally panicked. I was sitting at a table and I was reading, and all I heard was Brittan screaming at the top of her lungs, Dad, Hudson broke his arm. My first feeling was embarrassment because my daughter's screaming bloody murder. And so I immediately picked up all my stuff and I went to where Hudson was. When you see that for the first time, I was panicked. And so I immediately called Amber, because I had no idea what to do. I had no idea where to go. We're in Largo. I hadn't even been in Largo before. We're in this new city. Don't know where the hospitals are. I start freaking out thinking about, my mind always goes to cost and insurance and all of that. And I'm like, how is this going to work? But Amber was able to settle me down, and we made it work.
I saw that he was trying to call me, and I was just not in a position where I could actually answer his call. And then I see the text come through, emergency, in capital letters, and my heart sank.
Yep. And she called me really quick. I knew that would get her attention.
He was really panicked, and it made me kind of panic. And
even just going back to that and thinking about it.
I know, it kind of brings back the emotional part of me, or the emotions in me about the fact that this always happens when I'm at work. Always.
Yeah, I know, it does. And like you said, the things that you would normally do, I would have called your parents to come and grab the other kids, and we'd be calling just our support system in our community just to help out in any way, and we'd probably have meals delivered to us and all this from our friends. I mean, that's how awesome our community is. But when you don't have that, it's just like when you're living this traveling lifestyle. Yeah. I think if we learned something from this, like you said, it's just that we would
maybe know where your urgent cares are, know where your hospitals are in
just
case
the
there is that emergency.
Because when I was in that moment and I'm searching through Google and on my maps and my CarPlay, I'm in my truck, my brain's not thinking straight. And I ended up tapping on one that I thought was the hospital, and I ended up going to their outpatient surgery place, which was literally 20 minutes in the wrong direction. And so Hudson's crying after he realizes we still have 39 minutes to drive after that because we got to go back the other way.
Right.
So definitely learn your area, get the basics of the places that you would need in an emergency, and maybe even just meeting some people around you and getting some phone numbers in case there was some things. So we made it through all that. He's doing good, and I think we can get to the surprise now. We're just waiting on one more package to be delivered today to make it all happen. And you guys may think we're crazy for getting our kids these, and now that he just broke his arm, I think we kind of are too. But it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be rad.
Yeah, just no more injuries. Can you promise me this?
I can't promise anything.
I'm ready. Come on.
Hey, want to see? Oh my gosh.
Oh, hugs. Hugs. Okay, so here's the only problem, Hudson.
I know.
I bought these before you broke your arm.
I can still ride it. It's fine.
What?
I love my gun. Yeah.
Nice. How are we doing here? Okay, so why one wheels? When we were in the Keys, we met a family. The people that let us ride their jet surfers, they had 3 one wheels. They let the kids ride them. They were ripping around all over the place. I rode them, and they're a blast. And they are honestly like the coolest thing for this RV lifestyle because they take up little space in the RV. They don't require gas. You know, a lot of these people in these RV parks have golf carts, and obviously there's no way we can have a golf cart because we don't have room for one. So it's just a fun way to zip around in the RV parks and go to the grocery store. I can put it in a cart and the kids have a blast too, right? Right, Britt?
Yep.
Well, after a weird and not so good week of, you know, broken arms, hospital visits, Amber being alone in a dark place. But after all of that, we've got the good news of today. We get to go pick up Jadyn, our 15-year-old daughter.
My long lost daughter.
She's been gone for how long?
It's like 6 weeks.
6 weeks. She's been gone for 6 weeks. So we're driving to Tampa right now. We're picking her up. We're pumped to see her. And then after that, we're going to take her to dinner and we're going to have a little family celebration now that we're back in full force, all 6 of us. No more armrest in the middle seat.
No, we got to give up our armrest.
We're gonna miss that.
I know.
That's actually nice.
But
So
we love our daughter.
yeah, we are excited to see her. Hopefully she missed us a little bit and she was excited to see us too.
What is up from Idaho? Okay, I'm supposed to leave in like 5 minutes to go fly to Tampa, but I thought I'd just say that I've been in Idaho for over 6 weeks now. I was only supposed to stay 10 days, but we ended up extending my flight over 3 times. Love that for me. I've just been having too much fun. But I do have to say, I actually do miss my family, and I think it's been good being here for a long time just to know what it feels like again. Yeah, let me just tell you, I have had such an incredible time here with all my friends. I've gotten to go to church every Sunday, which has been super huge for me. Missed that a lot. And yeah, really just I've hung out with friends every single day, and it's really been a dream, but I am ready for the adventure and to see my family because I miss my dad and my mom and all my little siblings so much. So I'm coming home. Wish me luck. You can't wish me luck because it will already happen, but I really hope that I don't get kidnapped. I survive, my flight doesn't get delayed, and I don't have to sleep in a hotel for 2 days. Peace out. Okay.
You know what I was thinking?
What?
That this is like a mini feeling of what it's going to feel like when she goes off to college.
Yeah, and it does feel like that because she's so independent that sometimes we don't even talk to her. I mean, even flying today, we got one text when she got to Denver. She's like, made it to Denver. We're like, cool. You know, she's 15 years old. Like, guys, is this normal? Is this normal?
She's just super responsible.
She's just one of those, yeah, she's like a special sort of teenager. I don't know how we ended up with that. And she's our first one. Guys, we had no clue what we were doing with her.
Nope.
So, probably failing with these ones, but whatever, you know. All right.
So it all evens out somehow.
It all evens.
Right?
Got through security. Now it's time to get on the plane to Colorado. Got through security, we're good.
So we're in short-term parking. I want you guys to see how sketchy this is. If you remember from our last video, or one of our last videos when we brought the girls to the airport, look at this. Look how close the truck is to the top. Oh, it's super close, and Amber's like sketched out. It like makes you kind of sick.
Yeah.
How close we are. Koen.
Here we go.
Show me the rotten potato.
This is what I don't like.
A rotten potato?
That's they go through. That way, but I think they come out of these. Give her a hug. Aw, you crying? You want your mommy and daddy? Yeah. Aw, we missed you. Give me a kiss on the lips.
You're a vlogger, Dad.
Give me a kiss on the lips. Oh, you got tears in your eyes. That's so sweet. You missed your family. Aww.
People are looking at us.
Who cares? They don't know. They can find us on YouTube. Get used to it.
That's all you care.
I'm back and better than ever. I miss the beach. The mountains can only do it for so long.
Bye.